looks like. Anybody written any accessibility test kits? People with kids in one hand, they need accessibility as well. They need to book something emergency for NHS in the right hand with one phone. They need accessibility.
Well, you have visual, speech, motor, auditory, cognitive, and you have the disabilities. So now
Why not Cypress? This is the panel of Cypress giving me the insights on what's wrong and what's right when the code is getting built.
So with all the errors and also the passing results.
Reality one, you need to close the company and then look for the code fix. What it could be? Anybody have any idea? That's more good. Because it is a strict protocol. So if somebody can't see the page, what will they do to reach you? If you really do that NFT testing, it's not making any money. Yeah, exactly. You do that every day. So you will clear any interviews. Sorry, but that's the answer you need to tell. He's a presenter, no, I can't. Anybody? Now we are the last 3 minutes and then I'll go for a Q&A. iOS devices. What is the minimum accessibility standard for iOS devices? Almost I'm running the same train again and again. So, just to conscious that we'll start short. We'll try to finish in 25 minutes. Then we'll have a Q&A. And remaining we'll take it in LinkedIn. And anywhere you'd like to have help, feel free to do so because accessibility is a job market, especially in UK. So if anybody getting in your network, it's a good satisfaction for all of us. So it's like helping each other. So I think I'm going to intro. Yeah, so my name is Narayanan Palani. I'm a chapter lead for quality engineering for maybe about 80 to 90 testers and then about 150 developers. So we as a team focus on accessibility first for any customer facing web applications. But here in the talk, the code is public, available in GitHub. If you want, you can connect me in LinkedIn, I can give you. At the same time, the objective for the next 20 to 25 minutes is to tell you where the job market for accessibility and then how best it is implementable in few minutes time rather than thinking about, oh my god, I need to try this for a week in order to implement. No, it's just a few minutes you can get that on in your minutes. So with that, having said that, Prashant, Krishna, Shyam is my QA test lead and he's working in Cypress automation for accessibility. Keeping it in mind, accessibility automation possible only for 30 to 35%, not 100%. It's impossible. I'll come to that percentage when I go to the code overall. Prashant, basics?
yeah.
I'll realize a bit. Thanks a lot.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks everyone for joining us here today. So, a little bit of introduction. I am Prashant. I am a test automation engineer. So, I hold totally 7 years of experience. So, today we are going to dive into what is accessibility and what it means is why is it so important, and we look at some testing trends with respect to accessibility, and then we move on to shift-left testing, and then various tools like cypress-io and Wave and TaxClearFix. So if you are creating a content, you are creating content for everyone. So in the UK, 1 in 5 people have permanent disability or impairment, and many more have temporary or situational disabilities. You might have expected me to start off with legislation, rules and regulation. Yeah, that's important, but that's not the first thing that we could something to start off with. Accessibility is about people. So, and it's not about checking the checkbox or checklist either. So it's about understanding how people consume your content and creating a great user experience that works best for everyone. So, okay, from the digital context, what accessibility means is, so it refers to the practice of building web content and applications that can be used by a wide range of audience, including the individuals who have visual, speech, motor, auditory, cognitive, and neurological disabilities. So now that we understood what accessibility means is, so we were all wondering how we could start with. Where is the starting point?
So I need to check as a Q&A. Anybody don't know WCAG? Yeah.
So yeah, WCAG, the acronym goes for Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. So they are internationally developed set of guidelines for improving web accessibility. So they are scalable and referenceable set of guidelines which has 12 to 13 guidelines and are organized under 4 principles, namely perceivable, operable, standardable, and robust. These guidelines comes with testable success criteria and are defined at 3 levels, A, AA, and AAA. These indicate the levels of conformance, A being the essential standard and AAA being the advanced standard. So initially the first version of WCAG were published back in 1999 with 14 guidelines, and they were since superseded by WCAG 2.1, sorry 2.0, and then 2.1 got released in 2018, and now the working draft of version 2.2 is released in May, and the finalized publish is going to be later this year.
So keeping a pause there, anybody know what is that level AAA? Any company is matching to that? Do we know? Alright, so I put an alternative context for that. For a tester or test manager, what it means, set of guidelines what the subject matter expert designed, right? For us, you need to look at your company portfolio, is it AA or A standard? A means basics, like any basic standard that is A. But majority of the companies, like customer facing companies, they will have AA, meaning one step further, but they don't go to AAA because it's very, very complex to meet the AAA. So people stick to AA. Having said that, reading the WCAG will take 3-4 days if you start now. Right? So I would suggest not to focus there. We'll come there about WCAG as a shortcut. Let's look at the basics from there on. I think that's
yeah. And yeah, so why there is so much buzz about it? Why is it so important? In a digital world, internet has become one of the most important aspects of our life, like education, government, healthcare, employment, commerce, whatnot. And a person's level of ability should not be barrier in terms of accessing these systems. Fundamentally, the internet offers the unprecedented level of access to information, and everyone should get the access. And what is the importance of this when it comes to the businesses? Firstly, it enhances the brand value. Any organization who prioritizes accessibility and inclusion are more likely to attract loyal customers and grow with much diverse employee base. Secondly, it drives digital transformation. Accessibility enhances you to how you approach business problems.
Can I help you? Yes. Some more points. So let's have a true or false here. So how many of you thinking accessibility is an off-the-top model? What it means is, let's do accessibility at the end. We'll release the key features now. Last 1 week, let's look at it. How many of you thinking that is the right approach, or if it is the wrong approach, why?
You want to talk about personal approaches, or like an engineering question?
It's a case-to-case basis. You are in a testing world. If it is given to you, thinking that, look, I'm a director and you are a test manager, I just rely on you when you want accessibility. But the thing is, we don't have much time. So what do you do? Yeah, please.
So to say, you mentioned that you know 5 people here in the UK requires access. That should be a high priority.
Yes, that's the answer. You need to tell this to your team. Exactly. Having said that, nobody will tell you, okay, do it at the end. In fact, they will tell you, do it first. Right? So that's the knowledge we need to have, which is a gap in the market. The moment you tell that, you get that 70K package in the market. That's what I'm seeing. Right? So the answer is, off-the-top model is a false approach.